India. India is actually one of the biggest keys to the future of Xbox Game Pass and Xbox itself, or whatever Microsoft wants to call their gaming line these days. Now mainly this is an American channel, so if you're a Westerner in general, pull up a chair. This might be an interesting video for you, not just for cloud gaming, but for gaming overall. Let's get into it. Numbers are going to matter significantly going forward, and Microsoft knows this. A lot of people have said Xbox has lost the console war, and the numbers have shown this.
The PlayStation outsold the Xbox every single time.
And every generation has almost been the same thing. PlayStation beats Xbox by a pretty large margin. And the reason is basically because both sides have been selling to the same people for several decades now.
Sarah Bond is trying to move the Xbox business beyond the Xbox console. Head of Microsoft Gaming Phil Spencer says that they've been selling consoles to the same 200 million global households, and they really want Xbox to mean more than the plastic box in your living room. Sarah Bond's mandate is to expand Xbox's games into phones, into next generation hardware, sure, but also, potentially handheld, which is something that she and her boss have sort of teased at.
Now, what most Westerners don't know is that the Eastern world has barely had the opportunity to buy consoles from Xbox or PlayStation because of how expensive they are in these countries. In India, console sales are way less than the US. India has hit around 180 million in sales for consoles this year, and this is in the decline from last year. In comparison, the US sales is close to 8 billion. The console market in India is only around 2% of what the US is, and this doesn't even include the EU. Now here's the kicker. I've talked about this before, but the number of gamers in India amount to about 500 million people. Billion, yes. That's more people that are gamers in India than overall people in the US. Think about that. But if they aren't playing on consoles, what are they playing on? Their mobile devices. And Microsoft knows this. They also know what games Indian gamers are dying to play. You might have heard that mobile gamers only want to play mobile games. This is a lie. Indian cloud gaming platform OnePlay's #1 game is GTA 5. No joke. And competitive-wise, it's PUBG. Indian gamers are dying for AAA gaming. This is where cloud gaming comes in. You can deliver AAA games directly to mobile phones with basically one subscription, at least in Microsoft's situation anyway. So to capitalize on this, Microsoft is currently building more data centers in India. They are slated to complete several state-of-the-art data centers in Hyderabad, India next year. Microsoft has purchased over 100 acres of lands in the outskirts of Hyderabad to build several of these data centers to help India access Microsoft-based cloud solutions. And according to the article, these data centers are about 70% complete. Plus, as the title of the article suggests, they'll be done by next year, 2025. Now, what does this mean for Xbox Game Pass? More so, the cloud gaming aspect for Indian gamers. This could mean that many Indian gamers could get access to AAA games through Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on their phones by sometime next year, and not having to use a VPN. Imagine 10% of these Indian gamers signing up for Game Pass. Microsoft would have hit half of their goal of 100 million subscribers with India alone. Now, why isn't it available to India now? Well, this is pretty much new territory for most Western companies. This is why we don't see Nvidia here. Amazon has been here for several years, but of course, Amazon Luna doesn't have the player base to compete right now, or the games. Plus, Microsoft has been here, but it needs a lot more capacity to support the cloud gaming needs on this scale. Can you imagine if GTA 6 would ever come to Game Pass when India has access to it through the cloud? Let alone if GTA 5 would come back to Game Pass. That's potentially hundreds of millions of Indian customers. India, if you're watching, let us know in the comments below if you're looking forward to Xbox cloud gaming coming to India. Overall, this is something Sony and Nintendo don't have over Microsoft. And to be honest, I see Sony and Nintendo using Microsoft's cloud services so they can expand in their cloud gaming services down the line. Funny thing is, the PlayStation Plus Cloud PC app, which used to be PlayStation Now, uses modified Xbox server blades to run their service. Not the PS5 streaming, but the PC app streaming. So yeah, Microsoft is going to be dominating gaming very soon. Not necessarily due to the games, but expansion. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below, and if you like this overview of Microsoft building its power in India, give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in the links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here at the only place where you can do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.